Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, Jewelry Forever at jewelryforever.ca, and Beautified by Romina. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 277.
Yeah.
We're getting close to 300, Regine.
Yeah.
Wow. Episode 277 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown. I am your host, the one, the only Scott Dion Brown, and I'm joined, as always, by the greatest co-host in all of the galaxy, the one, the only.
Regine Alaina. Happy Sunday, everyone. I can hear my voice and it really bugs me, but I realized how raspy my voice sounds today.
Well, you were aggressively
karaokeing it up.
Last night.
Not last night, 2 nights ago.
Still not recovered.
I left my voice on the mic.
On the stage.
Yeah.
Put it all out there,
Yes.
Regine.
But anyways, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're listening from. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. It's a long weekend here in Canada. Wonderful stuff. Hope everybody's having a good time.
How's your weekend been?
Well, last night was WWE SummerSlam.
Oh.
And it was just awesome.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. And I know our guest also had a very wonderful, I can hear myself twice.
We can hear your phone. We hear your phone.
It's okay. It's okay. Anyways, I know our guest has also had a very eventful evening. It's a live show. This is what happened.
It's live sometimes, people.
Let's bring him on. It's been a minute.
Our guest today, he's no stranger to the show. He's been on how many times?
This is your third time?
Yeah.
And his voice gets deeper and deeper every time he's on the show.
He's a fantastic singer.
He is an amazing beatboxer.
Yep. And,
and dancer. We've seen him dance a few times on stage.
Yeah, he is. Because he's done especially Broadway style performances. I mean, he kind of does it all. You know,
he is. He's a fully rounded entertainer.
Yeah, friend of the show. Mm-hmm. Everybody, please give a warm sit down welcome to Jarius Monzon.
Hey everybody, I'm Jarius Monzon, and I hope you're having a great weekend.
Hey.
So how are things? How are you?
It's been doing good. Like you said last night, I've also was at a karaoke with my friends, so
Look at this.
I have a little raspiness too.
I love this for us. Scott, what happened to you?
All I was doing was watching SummerSlam. Mm-hmm. I jumped in the pool. Yeah, we had a pool party get together at my parents' house. Mm-hmm. We put SummerSlam WWE on the projector, and I would dive in the pool, and I would come out and I would watch wrestling.
Did you dive into the pool thinking you were like a wrestler, and you're like, "Wah!"
Hey, I should have done that. That's a good point. I should have tried some moves. I didn't.
You missed out.
Do you watch wrestling at all? Probably yes. Or no?
Not really actually. When I was a kid, most of the things on TV were like cartoons and shows, so that's what we got, like Disney Channel and everything like that.
Cool.
Yes, Disney Channel kid.
Yeah,
Me too.
I love that. I only got into wrestling basically in this past year. Mm. But I would just say to the audience watching, SummerSlam last night, it was just, the drama was amazing.
Was it?
Roman Reigns made his comeback. He's back. He appeared, and everyone was like, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? And then he Superman punched Solo Sikoa. Wow.
And why didn't you do that going into the water?
I should have. I know, you're right.
Missed opportunity.
I was just because it was kind of warm yesterday, so I was like, okay, I'm going to cool off.
It was hot yesterday.
Commercial breaks, I would just dive in. But anyways, I enjoyed it very much. I've been getting into it. You know what I like about it?
Right.
Is the theatricality of it is what I start to appreciate. you know, because like, well, you know, we're both performers.
Yeah.
So I find when I started watching wrestling, I've realized now, maybe even I didn't even realize it as a kid, because as a kid you don't really understand what it exactly is going on.
Violence.
But when I watch it as an adult now, obviously, you know, it's not like they're not actually fighting each other.
Yeah.
But what they're doing is something that's like, you know, it's choreography, it's acting, it's drama, and so I find I'm appreciating that element a lot. So, you know, that's why I like it. Oh, and then, hey, Taylor Brown is in the chat, and he goes, "'Cause it's awesome." There you go. There you go.
Hello, Taylor. Good morning. Good morning to everyone who's in the chat. If you are tuning live, please leave comments in the live chat so we know that you're here. If you have questions or comments for Jarius, we love to see it, so don't be shy.
Yeah, any comments on SummerSlam last night too? Go right ahead.
Jeez.
But,
honestly, I don't watch a lot of wrestling, but I do agree with you that I love the spectacle and how, you know, like, cool it is to watch, especially as an adult or a kid, no matter what.
We're back. Reconnection successful. Boom. We're back. Hi, everybody. Sorry if we disappeared for a second. We were just Jarius was just commenting on the theatricality of that, the live element of wrestling.
And then our show, What is Live? What? Just kidding.
Yeah, which happens sometimes. But yeah, just to put a bow on that, is that I've gone to a couple live wrestling events now, seeing it in person. And the thing that I didn't appreciate, again, when I was a kid, is like when you see the kids that are there, right? They're really into it. They're cheering and everything. And like the wrestlers play almost the most to the kids in the sense that like the kids are like, boo to the bad guys. And the bad guys are like, hey, you sit back down, you know? And I didn't realize, because I'm like, as a kid, you're like, oh, he's just yelling at me. But as an adult, you see it's like, oh, I see. He's like getting the kids involved. It's like making a show of it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's cool.
So karaoke last night.
Yep.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
That's actually something we struggled on very much, because usually I like to plan for karaoke, but this night I was like, man, there's a lot of different people, there's a lot of different like music genres that everyone was into. So when we started the night, we all looked at each other and we were like, what should we sing? And because usually I would sing, like, when I go out to karaoke with my other friends, they're not singers, so we just sing for fun, and I wouldn't sing too many crazy songs like jazz or anything. But when we all came out as a group of singers to a karaoke place, we're all like, what can we sing that sounds good and is still fun?
You were feeling some pressure to like perform. So what did you settle on?
I think
What was the
we
vibe?
settled on a lot of rap.
Oh,
Because like it's something we could all just be excited about, even if we don't know the words.
that's the best part.
Yeah, it was just more hype than trying to think about how well you're singing.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because when I went karaoke with my friend, we're not professional singers at all. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw a snippet of me singing. I should delete that. And you didn't see my stories?
No, I
It
didn't
was
see
in
that.
my stories. Anyways, so we kind of went through like, we started with, because we're both 90s kids, or the three of us, so we did like 90s pop bands. Like we did the Spice Girls, the Backstreet. Well, we first started with Backstreet Boys, and then went into Spice Girls, and then did every other genre in between. So we went from 90s pop to 2000s emo to Tom Jones to country, Disney. We hit it all. Rap.
You were just running the whole gamut, just doing everything.
We're like, yeah, just an hour turned into 3.
And that's why your voice is still raspy today.
Yeah.
3 hours of solid singing.
Yeah. My friend's fiance was the reason why we went. And he's like, guys, can I have a turn? And we're like, oh, yeah, sorry.
It's like, no, you got us into this. This is what you get.
Deal with it.
Yeah. So you've got a show coming up.
Yeah, I do.
Great transition.
I thought so too. Speaking of karaoke, tell us about.
Speaking of singing and performing, let's hear about your upcoming
karaoke.
show.
It's karaoke.
They're not doing karaoke at the show.
Well, no, this is a bit more.
Tell us
intense.
more,
Tell us about
Jarius.
it. What's going on?
So the concert that's coming up is on August 10th for Captain Reyes. It's basically a song and dance concert with a live band, and there's going to be so many acts.
You can see that on the screen right now.
Yeah, there are a bunch of great people. There's 2 groups from TMU, the Korean K-pop dance group, and Resonate, the a cappella group that I'm also a part of. I joined this summer.
Nice.
Sweet.
with a bunch of other solo or family friends singing and dancing. And it's honestly going to be really great. For tickets, you can contact 647-686-9842, Belinda at bdem.ca. And the ticket website's also catherine.bdem.ca. General admission is $35 and reserved seating is $50.
Nice.
But all the portions, a portion, sorry,
It's okay.
of the proceeded will be donated to families, or to Family Encounter 24 Weekend Sponsorship Toronto.
Sweet.
Oh, awesome. And it's going to be at the Latvian Center in Toronto at 4 Credit
Yeah.
Union Drive. So
Damn.
So it's all very exciting.
it is.
So you've joined an a cappella group.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've ever seen you perform like in a group before. You usually are a solo singer from my. So how has it been being part of a group?
Honestly, it's really it's a really different experience being with so many like talented singers, because you also have to audition, right? Like they don't just take every single person that wants
Yeah.
to do it.
Was it like Pitch Perfect auditions?
Yeah.
No way.
What's really funny is actually when I auditioned with a, like, how do I explain it? It's like a karaoke, but from Pitch Perfect. So all the background vocals were just like vocals from Pitch Perfect, which is just a bunch of people voices.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would be funny if I just sang a song from Pitch Perfect.
Of course,
So
why
I
not?
sang something from the finals, from the Treble Makers.
Ooh.
So it was really funny. But they liked it, and that's kind of the reason why I joined too, and why I started singing, because I love Pitch Perfect in the series.
Oh,
And,
so
like-
the movie actually influenced
Yeah,
you.
and what's really funny is that in Pitch Perfect, there's a competition that they do in the first movie called ICCA. And that is actually something that is a real thing, like a real a cappella tournament that we
Yep.
perform in every year, or they do.
Oh.
So like last year it happened in December or January, and they did that like in real life, and I was like, wow, Pitch Perfect in real life.
Right? That's so cool. So, okay, what was the audition process like?
It was pretty simple. It was just send. They were really strict on 1 minute of any song of your choice. I went 2 minutes and 30 seconds because I thought it was
Curious.
like so funny, and they were like, "It's okay." Like I just was into it, so I sent them a 2-minute 30-second video, and the song wasn't even finished. I was just like, "Okay, that's enough." 'Cause
What
it's like a
song was it?
It was the finals for the Troublemakers and Pitch Perfect. So it was like basically a medley of that group of 3 different songs.
Yep.
But it was like supposed to be 3-4 minutes, but I sang like half of it. Then I sent the video, and then on top of that, you have to just send them a video of you doing scales with a piano, and they're like, "Okay, you're a tenor, you're a bass, you're a baritone," which is really different for me because when I joined the group, they put me in tenor, and I was like, "Man, I don't sing that high," but it's helped me reach like new heights with my voice too, and like try new things, even if it's a little out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because it's really weird. Because in my eyes, I'm a baritone,
I
And
would
at
have
school,
thought you would have
yeah.
been in the lower range. Yeah.
and at
Interesting.
school, when I was in high school at Cardinal Carter, I was a bass. So I've like gone
Yeah.
everywhere.
Huh. Interesting.
You're versatile.
Yeah,
So in that group, I guess they already have a bass singer.
yeah. They actually have just one bass.
And is he like, hi, is he like really low?
Yeah, when he sings, he's like, so when we sing, you always give the bass a mic. Just like the beatboxer too.
Uh-huh.
And he's always like a bass guitar or like doing dum 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 and stuff like that. So it's like, it's really like you only need one, and then the lower voices are just the baritones.
So for those who are not musically inclined,
Oh, yeah.
can you do examples, since you've been on all 3? Can you show us examples of the 3 different ranges that you're
There's even
talking
more-
about?
There's even more than 3, I think.
But the ones he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh.
Like, I think a good example of 3 would be like, for example, tenor would be like Adam Levine. Everybody know, like, just like animals. A good example of baritone is very much Frank Sinatra. I love him so much. And I think he has a great, strong chest voice. It's very,
So what does that
like,
sound like?
it's
Dig
more
in.
of like his, for example, like, wise men say, Only fools rush in.
I just wanted him to sing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other ones?
And bass, I think it's like an iconic song everybody knows. It's like something like the "Baby lock them doors and turn the lights down low."
Your voice is so crisp.
Yeah.
So
It is.
those vocal ranges are all very, I can't do them to like their crazy extent because like our bass can go really low. Our good tenors really high, but I'm in the middle. But I'm kind of like a hybrid, so I fill in the blanks.
You
if
are a
they
hybrid, yeah.
Need it.
That's sick. What are you, Scott?
I think I'm a baritone.
Try doing what he just did.
What do you mean, like?
Just mimic what he...
I'd say you're a baritone too.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because most tenors are very like pop star-ish, very like Charlie Puth, Adam Lee, all those guys.
Yeah.
Like they can
Like
sing
head
pretty high.
voices.
Because like, do you know what's the high notes, the higher notes for a tenor in there? What are they expected to hit?
Man, see, one of the worst things for me in high school was like theory. So
Yeah,
I was
me
always
too.
terrible with like ranges and notes.
Yeah.
Like, back in high school, I used to do really well on my like practical vocal exams where you'd sing in front of the class and everyone was always afraid of them. But I'd get like 98s for singing in front of the class. But the reason why my grade was so average was because I always did
Theory.
really bad on theory. Yeah.
I was the same. I didn't understand theory at all when I was doing piano lessons and stuff.
I
Just,
did vocal lessons, and half of it, 75% of it was theory, and I didn't understand it either. And that's probably why I stopped.
there you go.
Like, this is boring.
I think one time I looked up like what the vocal ranges were of the different ones, and I think my voice did sit in the baritone range. Sometimes if I'm nice and warm, I can get a little bit higher than it. But I think I'm naturally a baritone. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So wait, did you spend 3 hours of karaoke just rapping yesterday?
No, we actually
I was like,
we
wait.
sang a bunch of other songs. Like eventually, after the rapping, because we were waiting for people to come too.
So that
we
was your
got into the singing portion. It was a really wide, like genre mix. We went from like
It's like what we did.
Cardi B into like You Can't Stop the Beat from
Love
Hairspray
that.
into like One Direction. It got really crazy.
We did some One Direction. Too.
because you fall down rabbit holes, right? Especially like
Yeah.
as the course of the night goes, and you're thinking about songs, and then somebody mentions Disney, and then everyone's in the Disney mood, and then it just goes
Yeah.
like, oh, and then you just That's like, remember when we went out that time?
For my birthday?
Yeah, and me and Melvin were going up there just doing duets together.
And then everyone's like, hello.
we just sort of took over. We just took over the stage.
But
Nobody
see,
else wanted to come.
that's why, like, I was talking to someone yesterday, and they're like, well, why didn't you just go to a karaoke bar? I'm like, no, it's different when you just have your own room. Because you don't have to wait for other people to decide what song they're going to sing. You can just go at your own leisure.
Or do what we did. You go to the bar, and then
And
you
take
just
over.
take over, and then you just keep singing, and you just keep singing.
No.
No.
What do you prefer?
Yeah.
For
Like going to like a karaoke bar where there's like everyone's watching you, or like a karaoke room?
I've never really gone to a karaoke bar. Like the one we went to yesterday served alcohol, but it was like
In the room. It was
a
a
private
room.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just like sing in the room, and then there was only like 7 of us, so it was pretty widespread. But it was funny because most of the time I'd be like, hey, "Take the mic, take the mic,"
And they're like, no,
and
no,
I'd be
no,
like,
no,
"No,
no.
no, it's okay. Like it's fine."
I was like, they're like, because there's only 2 mics with 3 of us. So it's just like, who gets the mic and who doesn't? And so me and my friend's fiance, we were just passing the mics to each other, and my friend just held on to it the whole time. I'm like, girl, share the mic. It was fun.
My first experience in karaoke was a bar.
My
That's my
first
few.
was at home.
Oh, I can't remember. I might have had home at somebody's house, but the thing is, I remember like I didn't know the rooms existed thing. I remember all my experience of going to karaoke was just going to a bar and they have it there, and I'd go up and sing a couple times, and it's this thing. And I remember like the first time I ever went, it was like a friend's birthday party. It was like, we're doing karaoke. I'm like, okay. And like I remember I was so just
Like a sketchy room.
I was so confused. Yeah, like we go in and like here's our place, and I was like what? And it's not a very big room.
No.
And I'm just like, oh, so we're just gonna sing to each other? Oh, okay.
But it's so sketchy. You
but-
just walk in and you're just like,
It's a bizarre thing. The first time you go, it was very like, what is this? But you get used to it, and it's quite fun.
Yeah, definitely. Like on my first year of high school, my friends were like, we have to go to karaoke. We're all in vocal. We have to do something other than sing like Stille Nacht in German. But yeah, the first time we went, it was at this place called Shout Karaoke at Yonge and Finch. And I was like so confused because most of the time when I did karaoke, it would be at a Filipino party, and I'd be too nervous to sing because all the lolas would be watching.
But that's the best part because then they give you money.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, sing, I'll give you money. Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably why I did
the first
it.
time we went in, I was so nervous. I was like, what do we do? It's just like a small hallway. And a lady at the counter like, do you want chips or a drink? And so they just put the money on the table and we went in, and I was just like, why is the room so packed and dark? And then they played a song and all of a sudden it's like a rave.
The lights start popping.
Such a crazy experience because it was just my first time going to a place like that.
Yep. Yeah, I think what also didn't help, like Taylor in the chat says, karaoke at a bar definitely better than the private rooms. I mean, I like it's for me. I like the fun of that, like the experience of it. But it's also, I think, the only experience I had in karaoke, even before I did it, was like anytime you watch karaoke in movies,
you're at a bar.
it's always a bar, and they go up and they sing in front of everybody, and it's just generally like just drunk bad singing, right? And it's like everyone's just going up there, right?
I wasn't drunk. I was just bad singing.
Okay, well, that's true. but it was just like a thing you go kind of embarrass yourself or whatever in front of everyone. So that's why I think when I first saw like an establishment made for like you and your friends go in and here's your room.
Fun.
Oh, it is. It was just I was very taken aback by the concept.
You know, my favorite thing to do is when everyone's in their rooms and they're all, it's like now like all the rooms are taken, you just stand in the hallway and listen to what everyone is doing. It's a wild experience.
It feels weird because you're hearing so much sound and it's
overwhelming, but it's just like one room's not singing English. The other room, they're singing their hearts out. The other room is rapping. I'm there like, if someone walked by our room, they're probably like, who hurt those people? Because we were just belting out like
super emo.
Yeah.
You know what I actually also found was weird is that like the first time I went into one of those rooms, I remember like, and it was this birthday party. And I think we were kind of early, so there was like maybe 4 or 5 of us in the room.
Yeah.
I found myself more nervous getting up to sing in front of those people than like getting in front of a bar.
Okay, so that's what I was going to say is what matters is the people that you're with. Because like you went with your friends from high school.
Yeah.
You've gone with people who don't sing, and you've gone with your great performer friends.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was different for each, right?
Yeah, very.
Like I went with my friends and we just made fools of ourselves and it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it just felt
You
weird.
put too
That's
much
the thing.
pressure on yourself.
It was somebody's birthday party, but like I didn't know everybody. Like I knew them, but like didn't know them well.
And that's the best part.
And it just felt weird to be like, it'd be like if the 3 of us are in here and I'm like, all right, guys. And then
if I did karaoke with the 2 of you, I would not sing because they're both great. And I'd be like, well, that sucks.
Yeah, I think it just took me a minute to get used to the dynamic. It was because
But that's the best part is when you don't know people, they don't know that you can actually like belt a tune.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you're just like, I have something on you guys. This is my party trick.
True. Oh, my Taylor goes, it's not I'm nervous. It's are they ready to have their minds blown?
Exactly.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you prefer the larger room for karaoke or like a karaoke room?
Or at home.
Or at home, I guess.
I think honestly, it's just if we get a room like a private room karaoke, I'll have a blast. As long as we're singing, honestly, I'll have a blast.
Makes
Mostly
sense.
because the crowd singers, so they usually just have a fun time. It's really nice.
Nice.
Do you find that more nerve-wracking though because you're all great singers?
No, because we've all cracked. We've all made mistakes in terms of singing. So it's like, usually if you sing with people who don't sing, it's like, man, I need to step it up.
Yeah.
But like only for one song. Because if I do it for every song, then they just don't want to sing.
Yeah, that can happen. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're around other singer, so they kind of know what being a singer is like.
Yeah.
They know.
And what's cool is that the coolest thing yesterday too is that when we'd sing a song, we'd like randomly harmonize or be the backup vocals for any song, and it would just be really cool because there'd be like one person singing the solo and a 3-part harmony in the background on improvised freestyle.
Oh,
So it was really cool.
I'm not that talented. It's freestyle dancing for us in the background.
That works too. That works too.
Oh no.
dropping in a little backup dancers. I mean, that
I mean, my friend literally, when she didn't have the mic because she eventually gave it to the two of us, she was up there dancing, and that's the fun part of just being yourself in this enclosed, creepy room.
Yep. Actually, when I was in New York for the Horror Film Festival, the after party was at a karaoke place, and it was a private room, but it was like quite large. It was like big enough where there were, I think, 30 or 40 of us.
So like the size of our studio.
Yeah, it kind of was about this big, actually. And there was like multiple screens on the wall. And then, and the thing is, that room was full of like filmmakers, but also a lot of actors. So like that was just crazy because everyone was just getting up and singing, and some of them were Broadway singers, and like that was good. Because that was almost like the best of both worlds, because it was big enough that it felt like a bar, but it was also a private room. Yeah, that was good.
That sounds great.
It was a good time.
Do you prefer live music, like a live band doing karaoke with you, or a instrumental?
Recently, I've been like performing more with live bands, and it's like this year I sang with a band at the singing contest with Lana McQuaid, and it just at first I was like, man, we need to pick songs from a song list because they're songs the band knows. So it was like, I can't sing a lot of, like, half the songs that I wanted to choose, I couldn't, like, they crossed them out. So I could only sing like 2 of them. But I was like, man, why would they do that? Like, that sucks. I can just sing with the instrumental. But then when I started singing with the band, I was like, man, this is really different. And it's like such a cool dynamic because you meet the musicians that are doing it, and it's like, the bass guitarist can play any song by ear, and the drummer can do like crazy polyrhythm. And then what I did during my performance is I played off of them. So I sang Feeling Good for that tournament. And when I was like going like, it's a new dawn, and then like they would like
that is a
play
good
off
song
of
to
me,
do.
and it was great. It was honestly such a fun experience. So I think if I can, I'd definitely love to sing with a band, and I do love like that as a whole concept.
Yeah.
But instrumentals are cool. It really just depends, but I think the vibe is so much better with a real band.
I agree. Nothing beats singing with a band.
I was going to say, you have a band that does help a lot of JDL kids, especially right now, not kids anymore, but like the JDL students, when they do their live. Maybe you should connect.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, yeah, singing in front of a band, it elevates the whole. What it does is because the audience, I think it gives them more too. Like there's just more for them to look at, and it's more immersive. You know. So yeah, backing tracks are cool, but when you can get a full band, I think there's nothing like it.
But you're also now doing a cappella.
Pardon?
You're now also in an a cappella group. So
it's also very different. Like with that, I love vocal percussion so much. I think it's so cool. Because like you can get all these crazy sounds just from someone's mouth, and it's like the rhythmicality and the techniques they use, and you're like, what? Like beatboxing over the years has evolved so much to the point where people are doing like dubstep on stage without like using anything, just their voice.
And but you've been getting into beatboxing.
Yeah, right? It's actually like this coming September, hopefully, unless we find someone that's better. Personally, as long as someone's good, I don't care if it's me or not. But this coming year, if there's nobody else and our current one leaves, then I'll gladly do it. I think it's super cool.
So you might become possibly the new beatboxer in that group. That's cool.
How do you beatbox?
It's basically
Okay, thank you. But like, how do you?
In like a explanation format, think of it like emphasized consonants. That's like the most basic form. So if you're saying like birthday cake, just put emphasis on the B and the cake. So birthday cake. And then you take away the other words. So it just...
I'm not even going to try. But that's...
No, it's really easy.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
So it's birthday.
In fact, what do you... So if I'm making a beatboxing for fun...
Yeah.
It depends on what I'm doing. But usually if I make the kick drum, I usually use like in my throat. I go like...
Yeah.
But what do you do usually?
I'm learning a bunch of them right now. So like instead of kick drum, sometimes I just use like a bunch of snares. Like this one, I forgot what it's called already. But like the...
Whoa. It almost sounds like a digital sample snare.
Like if I were to do just a regular beat, like...
Whoa.
So much better than you.
No, that. Do the snare again.
Like you're building up pressure. It's kind of like a click, like a. It's cool. It took me a little bit because my the guy who was originally beatboxing in Resonate, he's like, dude, you gotta learn that. I was like, oh. And when I was trying to figure it out, I was like so confused. It took me a couple weeks or a couple months.
That is awesome.
So I just kept clicking my mouth and I was like, and like eventually it just got louder.
I gotta practice that. That's cool. It sounds like really sounds like like if you open like Fruity Loops, audio mixing software, and you pull out some samples, that sounds like one of the like kind of the classic like snares. That's really cool.
And that's a bunch of the cool stuff. Like in beatbox tournaments too, there's a bunch of categories. So like solo, tag, team, crew, but they have one called Loop Station, and it's like a device that like has like 4 or 6 tracks on it.
Yeah.
And they basically like make a beat and then do another one on top of it, and they eventually turn it into a song. And they use like 3 parts to do 3-part harmony, and then 2 parts to make a kick drum and cymbal bait, and it's like really cool. And then they can like pause it, distort it, reverb it, anything they want, and then they like battle each other with those songs, and super cool.
That is sweet. That's cool. Wow.
That's really it's so mind-boggling because Jarius is known for Jarius is more known for like his jazz performances.
Yes.
And then he comes on the show and just starts beatboxing. I'm like, where did this come
He's
from?
spreading his wings.
He is.
He's branching out into the world.
Yeah, that's also something I've noticed with my like singing genre per se. Like at first I was like very jazz, especially when I was younger. I would like only sing jazz, and I'd like tell myself, you only sing jazz, it's like your thing. But now as I've gotten older, I'm like, there's 2 things I could do. I could just sing another genre because what's stopping me, or I could turn another genre into jazz. Like there's this channel called Postmodern Jukebox that does a lot of covers of songs in like
I've seen that.
Yeah. So a lot of those songs are like inspiring to me. Like for example, there's a High Hopes cover, like forgot who the artist was. But it was like, gotta have high hopes for a living.
Oh, yeah.
Stars. But they made it into like a 90s or a 80s jazz Frank
that's
Sinatra's track, and it was so pretty.
I've seen some of their videos. It's very entertaining.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And speaking of entertaining, we're gonna hear from you soon.
Yeah.
We should. Yeah, let's have you perform. What we'll do is we'll do the ad break first. Then, if you want, you can make your way over to the performance
Are you warmed up
area.
I think I am. Yeah.
Okay, wonder. Yeah, he just beatboxed. He's good.
All right, so you make your way over to the performance area, and we'll do the ads, and then when we come back out on the other end, we're gonna hear some singing
Yeah.
from Jarius.
And if you're interested in hearing more of Jarius perform and sing, again, he's going to be at Catherine Reyes's concert next weekend as one of her guest performers.
That's right. Here's the poster again. August 10th, everybody.
All the information is there at 6 p.m. in Toronto.
Yeah.
Alyssa Grace, who we just had on our show recently, will be a guest performer there. Obviously, Jarius and his a cappella group is also going to be there. I love a cappella, so this is going to be great.
Excuse me.
Continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode of The Sit Down was brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers. They make this show possible, Regine. So let's meet them, shall we? Let's meet them. Starting with Jeanette, McKenzie, everybody. The Toronto real estate market is growing and changing every day. In these challenging times, you need someone in your corner. Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, is committed to looking out for you. She'll go the extra mile to ensure you have all the information you need to make a decision you can feel confident about. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial investments you'll make in life. Don't leave it to chance. Call Jeanette McKenzie at Forest Hill Signature. She's my realtor, that's right. Place I'm in now, she helped me find it. I'm the one before that too, actually. She's my realtor, and she could be yours. Call today at 416-523-0408 or email at JMckenziehomes at gmail.com. Jewelry forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East, Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, and they change watch batteries, all done on site. They also have custom laser engraving, Regine. If you need something custom engraved, they'll do it. Jerry at Jewelry Forever, an incredible artist. If you want something custom created or need something repaired, he knows everything there is to know about jewelry. He can craft things, shape things. I saw him bring a ring back to life that got crushed by a car. It sounded just like that. You could be a beatboxer. And he brought it back, and it looked like a real ring again. Looked incredible. And we have a great deal worked out with them, don't we, Regine?
Yes, we do. If you go in and let them know that Scott and Regine sent you, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase.
That's right, 15% off. People, mention the show, tell them Scott and Regine sent you, and you'll get yourself something great. Also, you should follow them on Instagram and TikTok.
Specifically TikTok.
TikTok especially. They're blowing up on TikTok. He has a lot of really cool behind-the-scenes videos. Check them out and find out more at jewelryforever.ca. Beautified by Romina.
Internationally trained hair and makeup artist. She is the official hair and makeup artist of The Sit Down. Not only does she do our hair and makeup when we perform, not perform, MC live.
MC and perform. She could do that.
I said we perform. I don't perform. But she does do my hair and makeup when I compete in pageants. She also did my wedding. So if you're getting married, if you're having a baby, if you're performing, contact her. She is also the official hair and makeup artist of It's Time, Catherine, a song and dance concert. So you'll see her, or you'll see her work next weekend. Connect with her on Instagram and Facebook. Let her know Regine and Scott sent you on Instagram and Facebook.
And if you would like to advertise on the show, it's very easy, right, Regine?
It's simple. All you have to do is email us at radioshowad, that's radioshowad@gmail.com.
That's right. We do this show live every week, people, and we also read the ads live week to week. What does that mean? It means that you could personalize them week to week. Do you have an event, a sale, something happening at a particular time in a particular place? You let us know. We let your potential client base know in real time. It's a great way to build a brand new relationship with a brand new audience. So get in touch. Radio Show Ad. Radio Show AD at gmail.com. Hi, everybody. We're back. And
I just want to make sure, Jarius, your mic is on?
it's about to be. It's not on yet.
I
But
just
are you
wanna
ready
make
to
sure
go?
it's like ticked on. Is
All
what I
right.
meant
Oh, yeah.
to
The
say.
mic, the switch on your mic is on. I think it is.
It's up.
It flicks up. Yeah. Should be good. Yep. All
Just
right.
want to make sure before he starts singing.
All right. Well,
Alrighty. Well, folks, I hope you're ready because he's given you snippets of what his voice sounds like throughout the first half of our show.
Yep.
I don't think you're ready for this.
but
Are you ready, Scott?
I don't know if I'm ready, Regine. Are you guys at home ready? But please take it away. Please enjoy the musical stylings of Jarius Monzon.
You're a falling star, you're a getaway car, you're the line in the sand when I go too far. You're the swimming pool on an August day, and you're the perfect thing to say. And you play it coy, but it's kinda cute how you smile at me, know exactly what to do. Baby, don't pretend like you don't know it's true, 'cause I can see you when I look at you. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you. You make me sing your every line, your every word, you're my everything. You're a carousel, you're a wishing well, and you light me up when you ring my bell. You're a mystery, you're from outer space. You're every minute of my everyday. And I can't believe, oh, that I'm your man. And I get to kiss you, baby, just because I can. Whatever comes our way, we will see it through. And you know, that's what our love can do. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you. You make me sing your every line, your every word, you're my everything. And in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you. You make me sing your every line, your every word, your everything, your every song. And I sing along, 'cause you're my everything. Ooh, yeah. So la 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 la. So la 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 la. Thank you.
Woohoo! And that was Jarius Monzon with his rendition of Every Time from Mr. Bublé. Everything? What did I say it? Every time?
You said every
Everything.
time. Everything.
Great job,
Nice.
Jarius.
Thank you.
That was lovely.
I'm pretty happy with it, considering we sang 3 hours of karaoke.
You did great. Actually, when you were saying that, I'm like, I sing Michael Bublé during karaoke too. Not that song though.
You can never go wrong with little Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's good.
There's actually an artist that reminds me a lot of him that has so personally I think he's like underrated.
Who?
His name is Dennis Van Arsen. And he won The Voice. I don't remember what year, but he won The Voice once. And now he's posting like albums and singles, and he's probably my favorite artist
Nice.
as of right now. And what I like to do is he goes live every so often, like at least 3 times a week for like an hour.
What's his name?
Dennis Van Arsen.
Let's go follow him.
And he basically like 300 people at most join his stream on TikTok, and he just takes song requests. Like it's to the point where I can leave a comment, and it has happened before where I'm like, sing your new single, and he reads it and he's like, thank you, I will sing it right now. And it's like it's so cool to have a connection with, like, in my eyes, like such a famous and like talented person
Yeah,
in
That's
just like a
awesome.
small live stream of 300 people.
that's very cool.
Would you ever do The Voice?
I've been told to a lot, mainly in the Philippines.
The Voice Philippines, yeah.
Yeah. Would I do it? Maybe, yeah. It would be really cool working, like, if I got buzzed, it would be really cool working with, like, an artist or, like, whoever. Because I know what they do is, like, if you get a buzzer, like, you have these one-on-ones with the person, and they coach you, and they're like, this is how you can perform well.
Well, did
kinda
you see Michael Bublé is one of the judges now
Really?
on
What?
The Voice? Yeah.
Wait, that's awesome.
Wait,
I didn't
on
know
the-
that.
On The Voice, not The Voice
US.
Philippines.
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
I was
Like, on
what?
NBC. Yeah, no. I watched The Voice. So
That's
I
really
think
cool.
it's him, Reba, Snoop Dogg, and Gwen Stefani's coming back.
Oh. I'm interested in Snoop Dogg.
So okay, if
That's so
both of
funny.
them, if you got like a 4 chair turn, so it's Gwen Stefani, Reba, Michael Bublé, and Snoop Dogg, who would you pick?
Oh, Michael Bublé, of course. But it's just like, it's funny. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is an interesting choice
Because
he's a rapper mainly.
because
That's what I know.
Yeah, because the person who chooses you, yeah, like I said, they coach
Yeah,
you.
they coach you.
Yeah, like I don't know if Snoop. I mean,
But
thing
what
is-
if he had like a really compelling,
what?
like,
Like I would think Snoop Dogg would be able to give you like advice in terms of like showmanship and like obviously like he knows the industry.
but
like,
think about all the connections Snoop Dogg has.
well, yeah, that's the thing.
industry.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying like I wouldn't go to like. I probably wouldn't go to Snoop Dogg for
Yeah.
vocal training though.
I agree.
Okay, so what if only 4 judges turned and Bublé wasn't one of them?
Snoop Dogg.
Who would be the rest?
So there's Gwen Stefani from No Doubt, or Gwen Stefani herself, Reba McEntire, and then Snoop Dogg.
I'll be so honest. I don't really know them.
Oh, well.
I
pick who gives you the most compelling, like,
Gwen Stefani's a cool name.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani's awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll check her out after this.
She was in
She was in
ska punk vibe,
yeah, called No
No
Doubt.
Doubt. She's now married to Blake Sheldon, who's a country singer.
Ooh, yeah, definitely her.
And then Reba McEntire is like the queen of country. So she's been in,
Yeah, she's
been there for a while.
kind of previous generation of musician. Yeah, Reba.
I like Reba
Yeah,
McEntire.
if I chose Gwen Stefani, I could just be like, hey, what's Blake doing right now?
But then you
'Cause
can
it-
also just ask Reba because she has all the connections in
True.
country as well.
But like the main thing about him is that his win streak on The Voice is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has a really good, like.
Oh, so Blake
streak.
has been a
He
judge
was one
on
of like the
He's, like,
longest,
yeah.
Oh.
reigning judge.
Like he was a
on
judge when I was a kid.
Oh, I see.
with Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched. If I have watched The Voice, I've watched it maybe like a couple times. I don't really know how it works.
So essentially, the premise is the judges they're not looking at you while you're singing your audition, and then it's
and then if
based
they
on
like
your
you, they,
voice. If they
have the spinning chairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen bits of it. But I've never watched the whole. Like I don't know how the whole thing structures.
So if you were to do a singing competition like on television, what would you do
For my song,
for you in general?
what would I do?
Which
I'd
one- like what-
probably do.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like,
I mean, like what competition would you do?
Oh, which
Oh,
competition?
Sorry,
did you do?
that's what I was like. Wait, there's confusion. Sorry.
I mean, The Voice is probably the best one that comes to mind. I've also been told to do Canada's Got Talent a lot. So those two are mainly the ones that I've been like knowledgeable about. So it's pretty cool.
What would you do? Did you do Canadian Idol
I auditioned for Canadian Idol once.
once?
Yeah, and the thing that I didn't like about it was the morning of, like, you had to line up. It was at Yonge and Dundas Square, and we had to line up. I got there early, but we lined up outside in the cold for like 8 hours, and then so by the time I got in to go to the audition, like my voice was just like.
You didn't do like a video audition?
No. This was like in person. You just go, you line up, and you just stand there, and then you wait to get brought in, and then so my voice was fried. Looking back, I mean, actually, what I realize now is I did a bad song choice because I had this idea when I was younger that I needed to like show I need to show them my range, right? So I picked songs that were like I could hit them, but like only if I'm like really, really warm. What I've realized now is that they don't really care about that. You're a lot better off going in and
A song I'm comfortable with.
sing a song, in your range that you could hit the notes. Like obviously show some range, right? But like the people sitting in the judging thing, they don't know what notes you're hitting. You know what I mean? They're not sitting there like counting the notes. What they care about is like, is this a nice voice? Is it controlled? Is there power? Is it all those things? Is it pleasant? And so, yeah, I made the mistake of like basically going in and like kind of squeaking a little bit because I couldn't hit the one. And they pushed me through to so I sang for one person, then they pushed me to the second round, which was like a producer guy, but it wasn't one of the judges on the show. And then the producer guy was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to put you to the next round because
Sucks.
no, he was like, you have a nice voice, but you're kind of struggling in some of the higher notes. And I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, that's
You should be like, can I sing a different song?
yeah. But see, that's the thing. But the thing about it is, you have to choose the right song.
And you chose the wrong song.
I
What
chose the
song
wrong
was it?
song. I did like I think I did a Bare Naked Lady song because I was, I think I might have done Brian Wilson because at the time you could also bring your own instrument and like play guitar. So I played guitar and sang that. But I mean, again, I just did a long-winded thing of which one would I do? I would do any one, but I would choose my song more carefully.
What song would you pick? Jarius, what song would you pick?
Recently, I've been a lot of songs that I thought I couldn't sing before, like Michael Bublé. I like learned and like studied to sing them now. Like before, Feeling Good, like I talked about that earlier. That was like my dream song, but as a kid, I could never hit it, and I was just like, why? And then I started taking vocal lessons, and then all of a sudden, like my teacher was like, "Yo, you can hit these. Why are you
Holding back.
Like holding back?" And I'm like, "I'm holding back." And he like, it's all in like the mouth adjustment and everything like that, vowel pronunciation, and just like, I feel, in my opinion, singing is like 30% body, 70% mental. Because like, I don't know, a lot of it is like, a lot of people have like hidden ranges that they can't, or they say they can't hit, but you really just have to get into the headspace for it and warm up, of course. But
So you're saying I can be a singer if
Yeah.
I really changed my mind?
Regine.
I think anyone can sing. And then I
Regine-
think, yeah,
Oh, sorry, Regine performance coming soon. So
like
Go watch my TikTok.
with singing, I feel like, especially with you, you've been around so many people that can sing. So it's
I
like,
used to, and then I
yeah.
stopped.
it's time
So
to
you
start
can
again.
sing.
No, I used to, and I think I've said this on the show before. So I had a few cases of bronchitis in my life, and the last time I had it, the doctor's like, "You need to stop talking." Do I shut up? No. And so
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't work.
No. And so I realized after I had recovered, when I would laugh, I'd hit an octave and then my voice would just crack and just like, you're done laughing. And so when I try to sing, it doesn't come out the way that it used to. Like I used to sing all the time, and now it's just like karaoke only.
So you
But
think,
maybe
like,
it is a mindset thing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like when it comes to that, what was I gonna say?
You're like, just shut up when the doctor tells
No,
you
like
what to do.
I had bronchitis too when I was in grade 11 high school, which bummed me out because it was my first year performing with jazz band. Oh. Because I joined that club, and I worked really hard on this song, and I was like, I'm so sorry I can't sing it because like I just can't sing right now. But honestly, I think with your tone now and your voice now, you could sing songs like more Cry Me a River rather than Pop Diva.
Damn.
Like,
I can do Wonderwall.
See, there you go. Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, even if your voice has like changed in some ways, you can still find like
yeah.
different ways to explore the music. It's time, Regine.
We've been like egging people on. We're like, yeah, we'll do a duet. It's never happened.
It's coming soon.
We were like, if we get Scott to 2,000 subs, we'll do a duet. It never happened.
Coming soon. 5,000 subs. 5,000 subs, everybody.
No.
It's coming soon.
But that's cool. And okay, so going back to the last time you were here, Jarius, we were talking a little bit about puberty and how that changes, obviously, the way that we talk. I mean, like, I guess I went through a second round of puberty thanks to bronchitis. But now that, you know, it's been a year since you've been on the show, your voice has drastically changed. Have you found that your singing range and abilities have changed from puberty?
Yeah, I also think like singing is kind of like boxing in a way, and it's a weird relation because, like, for example, a lot of singers, once they hit 21, that's their peak. That's going to be your peak performance vocal voice.
21?
Because you're old enough, you're mature enough to have all that experience, but you're also not like old enough that your voice is starting to deteriorate. Because you notice that with a lot of singers, like for example Shawn Mendes, he's been like belting and hitting high notes since he was 17, and now he's like cracking on. Like there's compilation videos of him cracking on
Really?
stage, which is really funny.
Oh, that's so sad.
But like when he was 21 or like at a younger age, his voice was peak. He'd never crack. But it's like that premise of I don't know, age and I guess and like experience. But with puberty, a funny story is when my mom, when I first started going through it, my mom called me on the phone and I was like, hello. And she went, who is this? And then she hung up on me. And I knew she needed me for something, so I called back and she was like, hello? And she hung up on me again because she kept thinking I was the wrong number. But then I messaged my dad. I was like, can you tell mom to stop hanging up on me? And this is getting really annoying. But she called back and she's like, Jarius? And it was like the funniest thing because I was just at school on a random day and she wanted to clarify something. I forgot what, but it was just a funny thing. But I think with puberty and singing, it's just take it as you go. There's going to be a week where if you're a singer and you go through puberty, there's going to be a week where you just crack. Or like maybe even a year.
Yeah, the voice
where you just crack.
Yeah, what actually happens, you actually lose your voice for a bit.
So when I laughed and hit that octave, and
I guess so, yeah.
damn.
I remember I lost my voice and then it came back lower.
Ooh.
Lower.
Yeah.
But did you find that as obviously your voice is now what it is, that your vocal range changed?
Yeah, which is weird because when I was younger, it was higher. When I'm older, it's lower, right? Like right now. But because of all the techniques and like things I'm learning and adjusting with my technique and posture, whatever, like my voice has been able to reach new heights and like higher ranges than I thought I was like locked into.
Nice.
Like I thought in my day, I thought my range was like 1.5 octaves or 2 octaves. But now I'm like, with different techniques like breathiness and mixed voice, I can hit things I never thought I could.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool.
Because it's like muscles down there, right? Like you
Yeah.
work it out, you can change its strengths. You can,
Yeah, that's what's cool about singing too. It's like the more you work your instrument, the more it improves.
Yep. It's very cool.
Hence the 1 hour one of karaoke sound terrible. Hour 3 sound great.
Yeah.
That's right.
I feel like hour 2 is the peak though.
Yeah.
Because 3 is everyone's tired, 1's everyone's nervous, and 2 is when everyone's
Yeah.
doing their thing.
Or if you're over 19, it's the alcohol
3,
kicks
everybody-
in, and
everyone's
then
really
Yeah.
sloppy by hour 3.
everyone sounds great. Yeah.
Hour 4, it's like, please leave.
It's like, shut up! Don't do that again.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so great seeing your journey through finding out who you are as a musician.
Yeah.
Because we had you on the first time during the pandemic. You were with, I think, Riza when you first came on.
Yeah, rise up.
Riza, sorry. And so obviously you were in a different phase of your singing career. And then you came on a year ago where you were just getting into beatboxing and
Yeah.
you were just figuring out your style. And then now you're here again a year later, clearly a way better beatboxer than you were a year ago, and your voice has changed dramatically or has evolved differently. So I can't imagine what it'll be like in a few months or a few years for you.
I guess we'll find out on the next episode of the Sit Down
There
with
you
Scott Dion
go.
Brown.
Nice.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
That's right. We should do our final segment, shouldn't we?
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what this segment is.
Oh, it's
Just like, oh.
The most important. He's like, oh, I forgot I had to do that.
Do you remember what your score was last?
no, I don't think it was good though.
We'll find out at the end
We'll find out
of it.
So the way it works now is like obviously the score you got last time is now the lowest your score can be.
Ever.
So like
Oh.
if you do worse today, it won't count. It'll be like we'll keep that score. So you can only do better. Okay. So that's like that means some of the pressure is off. Okay.
Makes me feel better.
There you go. So ladies and gentlemen, introducing this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. So, we'll do the demo like we always do. Regine, you want to do it?
Sure.
Classic game, Barrel of Monkeys. Came out in 1965, I think. It's placed on the table.
Yes, sir.
1 minute is put on the timer. It stays on the table until we say 3, 2, 1, go. Pick it up. Pour out monkeys.
There they go.
Pick up a single monkey. Use that monkey to pick up a monkey. Use that monkey. Ooh.
Just
Use
keep
that monkey to pick up
going.
Another
Good
monkey.
start.
So Regine just
Great
ended up with a
start.
bunch. But yeah, you're trying to. So then you're continuing to hook as many monkeys
Oh,
as you can
without dropping any.
without dropping any.
Oh, I
You
just
lost
dropped
one
all
there.
of them.
So the timer continues to go until a minute has elapsed. When a minute is done, you will freeze and we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monkeys. The monkey in your hand does not count
Scott.
towards your title. So that
And
is
if Scott
how it
knocks
works.
any of them over while he's counting them, they don't count.
Yeah. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right.
You know what I just thought of?
Hmm.
Why is it that we've never told guests that they can't move, move the monkeys with their other hand. We just said always just use.
Oh.
Like we never been like,
know.
oh yeah, you can just
That's
adjust
true.
it.
You can't do
Jarius,
that,
you
though.
can't adjust it.
Goes without saying.
I just thought about it.
We've also introduced this. This is now kind of the play area.
Oh.
It's the arena.
Battle
So,
arena.
yeah, so we'll put this down here for you.
So you can only
So
pour
you
it
can pour
in.
it in there. Yeah. So here, we'll hand you some monkeys. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, you can slide yourself into a position where you're comfortable. Don't worry about your microphone.
Oops.
All right.
Are you ready?
It starts on the table. Put it on the table first. All right. Are
Alrighty.
you
You good?
Are you ready? Oh, let me get the timer ready.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Feeling
Yeah.
good? Nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
is-
one's more nerve wracking, this or a competition?
This.
This by a high margin, I'm sure.
Alrighty.
Okay. Are
Ready?
you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Go.
Oh man.
You got this.
Yeah,
Don't
got
panic.
this. Oh, look at that.
There you go. Nice start.
What?
That's it. Just
Oh,
get in there.
no,
Okay,
don't
the
worry,
monkeys
don't
jumped off.
worry.
You still got lots of time. That's it. Don't panic. Take your time with it. Just work one monkey at a time. You got it. 40 seconds remaining. You're doing great. There you go. There you go. Nice recovery. Look at that. There you go. Settled into it now. 30 seconds. Tons of time. There you go. That's it. Look for an opening. That's it. Yeah, that looks promising. 20 seconds remaining. There you go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on.
15 seconds.
You got this.
Oh no.
One guy
You
jumped off.
got it. You
It's
got
okay.
it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on.
You can do this.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Keep on fighting. Don't give up.
Never give up.
Never give up. Time.
Oh.
We'll count that. We'll count that one. Redeem yourself.
All right, let's count. What do we got?
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monkeys. 6 monkeys, everybody.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Do you think you did better or worse than last time?
Yeah.
Better.
Better.
How are you? How are you feeling about your performance there?
It was good.
I think we had some challenges, eh? Like the monkeys
Yeah.
were jumping off, but you didn't. The important thing is you didn't panic, and you just kept getting right back on that horse.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. All right, why don't we
The
take a look?
horse or the monkey?
Got to get right back on that monkey, I guess. Let's take a look at the monkey standings. So that's really small for us to read, but if we find your name from before,
Jarius.
you are sitting. You had 5 monkeys.
You went up one.
So you have, yes, bettered your score.
Well, technically,
By
he got
one.
that last one right at the end. You're lucky.
Well, Regine was generous, I guess.
I was very generous.
Boom. So let's.
I said, let's just give it to him.
So now you sit.
Put him next to Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you
Jarius.
sit there with Catherine Tiongson, Amber Rinker, and Cindy with an S, and Deja from Team Canada Galaxy 2023,
And
Lisa
Alyssa.
Grace, Timothy Ing, Nina Kiri, and Garson Carroll.
It seems to be 6 and 8 and 4 are like all the even numbers tend to be
Yeah.
a hot spot.
So there you are, moving up there. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. Look at that. You improved your personal best.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's good stuff. You feel good?
Yeah.
Do you feel better knowing now that you did better than you did last time?
Yeah, I feel better that it's over.
Now
scary
that
part.
it's over.
No, I think you did well. I mean, again, sometimes the monkeys cooperate, sometimes they don't.
I mean, you saw in the demo, it jumped out too.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly. Hey, Chris Beeg, morning. Welcome to the show. Hi. We're here
Howdy.
with singer Jarius Monzon. We just did the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. We're just about at the end of the show, but yeah.
let us know, Jarius, what are some upcoming shows that you might have besides Catherine's? I know summer's very busy for you.
Actually, other than Catherine's show, I don't really have anything planned for this summer.
Wow.
Just a lot of work with my a cappella group, and I'm starting a job in August
Oh,
as
congrats.
the floor director for Daily Mass TV. So it's pretty cool.
Cool. That's the one that's filmed in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Sweet. All right. And, more stuff's coming down the line, I'm sure, later on.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you let people know social media-wise? Where can they find you? if they
You
wanna
can
follow?
find me at Jarius Jam on Instagram or Jarius Monzon on YouTube, Facebook, and other places. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. And of course, you can find him next weekend at It's Time, Catherine. Concert and show.
There it is.
A song and dance concert.
August 10th at the Latvian Center,
Yep.
Credit View Road.
No,
Whole-
hang on 2 seconds.
Drive. I
It's
can't
at
read
the
poster.
Latvian Center, Toronto, at 4 Credit Union Drive
Credit
in
Union Drive.
Toronto. So if you are interested in getting tickets, it's Catherine, KATHARIN.BDEM.ca, or you can reach out to Belinda at 647-686-9841. Tell them Scott, Regine, and Jarius sent you. Again, it's next Saturday, August 10th at 6 p.m. Looks like there's a huge lineup. You're performing with a band, I'm guessing, behind you.
No, I think the band will be there.
Nice.
But for my solo songs, no.
Oh, awesome.
It's going to be an awesome night.
Yeah.
It's going to be an awesome night.
So you got Alyssa Grace there, Jarius Monzon, and show the poster again, please.
Yeah.
Angelica Canseco and Jasleen Jalbai, as well as a bunch of other amazing performers. We see Cholo on the poster, JDL Harmony, TMU K-Pop Club, and the Resonate a cappella group, which our friend Jarius is a part of. So check them out. Tickets are $35 for admission, $50 reserved seating.
Boom.
And Beautified by Romina, of course, is one of their amazing sponsors.
So everyone's going to look fantastic as well.
Yes, go support Catherine and her friends for an amazing show.
Regine, where can people find you?
You all can find me on my Instagram and TikTok at It's Regine Alaina. You can also find me on my YouTube channel for The Pageant Sit Down, where Elizabeth and I go live once a month to sit down with some awesome pageant folks. You can also find me if you're looking for pageant coaching. It is a busy time right now in the pageant world. Congratulations to Team Canada at World's Perfect Pageant. If you're looking for pageant coaching, you can find me at pageantcoaching.reginealaina on Instagram. Link in my description has my availability. Scott,
Yeah.
where can people find you?
You can find me right here where you're watching this very video, youtube.com/Scott Dion Brown. It's where you get the sit down.
Yep.
It's where you get the vlogs. It's where you get the music. It's where you get I'm Just Ken. It's where you get all that stuff.
And that's also where you get the World Championship of Barrel and Monkeys.
Barrel of Monkeys World Championship every week here on the Sit Down. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown's the best place. You can also find me on Instagram and X at Scott Dion Brown, but I don't post that much on X and Instagram. From time to time, I post a couple little shorts and things here and there. You can see me playing the spoons last week on there. But YouTube is the best place. Follow the show, The Sit Down with SDB on TikTok, The Sit Down with SDB on Insta, Sit Down Scott on X, The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown on Facebook. Also listen on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, and other fine podcast places.
And if you want your own sit-down merch, support the show. Links are in the description below.
That's right. Find us down below. And you know
Jarius,
what?
go for it.
Speaking of the sit down,
Huh?
for the past two times I've been on the show, we've done the closing with the mics. Or with the mugs.
mugs, yeah.
Could
Oh,
I
yes.
do it again?
Absolutely.
Of course.
We will. Yes,
we still
will.
do that, so you
So
definitely
we're gonna
can.
do it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Well, so let's say our goodbyes then.
Yes.
Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Smash that like button or boop it. Boop the like button just like that. All of you for tuning in, thank you so much. Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, follow Regine on Insta, or social media in general. Follow Jarius as well. Follow me too. All that good stuff.
Only online, not in real life.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay, don't be weird. Yeah, bye everybody, and let's throw it to Jarius to take it away. Jarius, I give it to you.
All right. See you later, everybody.